sit side by side like we actually are, and we actually can put your comments on the screen. So when we go to repost, or when anybody watches the live after this, once it's posted to our YouTube channel, they will actually see your comments on the screen.
Okay.
So if y'all want that view, y'all can go ahead and go to YouTube. If not, y'all can stay right where y'all at, because it don't really matter. Whatever's great for y'all. All right, Drum Gods Inc. I think that's how you say it. What's up? All right, so we are almost up. We are almost loaded on all the other platforms, and then we will go ahead and get started, y'all. Okay, so just give us one more minute, please. Let's see. I think I said what's up to everybody.
You did.
Thus far, I did. Okay, good.
All right, so everybody coming in on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Twitch, what's good, what's it is. We can see you. You comment. We can see you. You say something. We can see you. If you put on it, we can see you.
Hey, girl, miss. All right. Ooh.
All right. So everybody should be able to see us. What's going on, everybody? Drum Gods Inc., Young Man of God just joined. Chef Smiley in the building. What's good, everybody? I know, like Shayla has said, it has been 2 weeks since we have been in the building, in the place to be.
I know, for real.
But we are here.
But we back, though.
We here. What's good?
From the hills of Zephyr.
From the hills of Zephyr. Shayla got water tonight.
We back. Okay.
Shayla got water.
I'm drinking this room temperature.
That's all I have in this house. I'm
drinking this room temperature water. I'm trying to get used to it. She say it's better for you, so I'm trying.
G Money Man in the building from Twitch. He said, low key here. Greetings. All right. So, he said, looky here. That's
looky here. Yeah. What's up, G Money?
So you ready to start this thing, girl?
We're ready, girl. Let's go.
Let's go ahead and start this thing. It's been a while.
Did you forget that quickly?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, podcasters, YouTubers, IGzers, Facebookers, Twitterers, and Twitchers. We are Brains and Beauty times 2, y'all.
I'm Shayla.
And I'm Miami.
And again, like we said, we do apologize for being missing for the last 2 weeks, but we had to live a little. She went somewhere 1 week, I went somewhere another week, so
yes,
we was living life, y'all. But we back.
We back,
and we enjoyed our time. I know I enjoyed mine. I know you enjoyed yours.
I had a phenomenal time. Before we get into that, you guys, this is episode 113.
Yes.
Podcast episode 113, child. We are in August. Can you believe Christmas is almost here?
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. So
it's
more than half of the year has arrived. But yeah, so episode 113 tonight, like you said, Shayla went out of town last week.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Maine the week before, and honey, Maine was phenomenal. The lobster rolls were amazing.
You didn't bring them back, did you?
Girl, I tried.
Girl.
If I could, I would. Let me tell y'all something about fresh lobster in Maine. I want to go back just to go eat again. Like, I had one lobster roll this one night. It was so authentic that after I ate it, I was knocked out the whole car ride.
Really?
Girl. Yes. So I realized that I like my lobster to be butter with no mayonnaise in it. So they have 2 different type of lobster rolls. You can have it like mixed with mayonnaise.
Okay.
Or you can have it with just butter and just, my mouth is getting watery right now. But I had such a great time. What's up, Pluck? I had such a great time in Maine, you guys.
Yeah.
I had to post the pictures. I haven't even posted the pictures yet. As soon as I got back, I went on social media break. Like, that's how much of a great time I had. I had to just decompose and get back to real life. I didn't even want to come back to life. You hear me?
Okay.
So I had a good time in your trip last week.
I went to visit my mom. Me and my brother and my cousin shocked the crap out of her. So she was very emotional, but I got to see my cousins, my mom, my auntie, my uncle.
Mm-hmm.
They just moved to Atlanta. And I also just went, I actually saw our brother from FAMU. He actually graduated with his doctorate. So I definitely want to make sure I made that. And I had, look, when I tell y'all that age, you don't realize that age hits you until certain things happen. Like you try to be like you was back in the day. Honey, at 10 o'clock, I was ready to go to sleep. It was over. Yeah. There's no chilling. There's no let's go to the next venue. No, let's not. Let's go home and go to bed. Okay, because we've been partying for 5 hours.
Shoot, last night was hard. Last night was hard watching Versus. Girl, I didn't go to bed till like 1 something. It was what? And it was hard for me to get up this morning, and I didn't even make it to the gym this morning. Like I was so tired. Like literally, I was so tired. So I'm with you, girl. It's true.
I mean, I just literally feel like you just don't realize that age hit you until certain things happen, and it reminded me, oh girl, you can't do that late stuff no more.
Yeah, no more.
But anyway, congratulations, Brandon Stewart, on becoming Miss. Dr. Stewart, honey. Love you. We love you, and we wish you all the best.
We do. Yes.
All right. So
we're gonna go ahead and get into the show. We're gonna go ahead and start. Of course, y'all know how I open this thing up. I have my water for tonight. He said we have a YouTube in the building. He said, "Good evening, ladies. Hope all is well. Happy birthday to all the Leos, including myself, on this Friday.
Happy birthday,
Soldier."
Soldier Man.
Yeah.
All right. Happy birthday.
YouTube. What's up, Frederick McCoy's in the building. We got Exquisite Woman in the building. We got Hider 7695 in the building from Instagram. So my water tonight I'm drinking, you guys, is Saratoga Sparkling. One of the this thing's so bubbly, honey. I love this water.
Okay, this one don't have a flavor.
No flavor tonight. Just great combination. Great carbonation.
It's a nice fizz.
Great fizzy, dizzy, beautiful, lazy. You know what I mean?
And
it's crazy because I've been trying to sip these slow because you can't find them in the store. You have to either order them online to get them from like a restaurant. So that's what I'm drinking on tonight, you guys. Saratoga, room temperature as well. Shaded with the room temperature. We got room temperature people up in this house. In this house, ain't nothing cold up in here except for ice.
In this house, because it's freezing at mine. Okay.
Anywho, moving on to our PSAs for tonight before we get into our topics, you guys. First PSA I want to talk about is congratulations to the first African American, first Black woman wrestler.
Yes. What was?
Yeah, she won the gold. She is the second woman in America to win a gold medal for wrestling. She was wrestling since she was in 10th grade in high school, and her name is Tamara Mensah Stock. So shout out to you, young lady, for winning this gold medal, for not only United States being the second woman, but being the first Black woman to win this gold medal as a wrestler in United States. And I love it. We got G Money Man from
her. Now I gotta go look at the interview.
Her interview was incredible.
I gotta go see the interview now.
Shout out to her. She showed out for the girls. You feel me? My other shout out I want to do today is Rihanna. Rihanna becoming a billionaire through Fenty. And they revealed some information about her Fenty deal, how she has 50% ownership, which means, God, I wonder how much they really make if she's the billionaire. The other people are probably also as well with her combined wealth. So shout out to Rihanna being a new Black woman billionaire through makeup, through cosmetics, through just being a woman, just a boss behind chick, no music, in a very, very long time. But she hit the mark.
Hey, she
hit the mark. Yeah, and
she's still doing it.
Yeah, and I was saying earlier, I was like, if she does do music, that means she really loved to do it, because at this point, she doesn't need the money anymore. So if she does put out a record or album, that means she just had a passion to do it.
Yeah.
Because you're in billionaire status. I mean, what else do you need?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, money is no issue no more. But I think we should live our life like that, though.
I definitely
As
agree.
if money was here, what would you do with your life?
Yeah.
Like, if you had all the money in the whole wide world, what would you do with your life? And that's how I try to live my life. Like, if money was not an object, what would I want to be doing with my life? You know what I mean? And there's like one or two things more that I want to do with my life. But as of right now, I'm kind of good with what I'm doing in my life. Okay. You feel me?
Okay.
Even though money is still a need.
It's right up there with
You
air.
know,
It's right up there with air, honey. You can't go nowhere without it.
I still gotta work and get my money, but I try to make sure I go after things as if I had all the money in the world, what would I be doing with my life? And I think right now what I am doing, no matter how much money I have in the bank, if I was a billionaire, would I still be making gospel hip hop? I believe so.
You would.
I honestly think I still would be doing it because it's just on my heart.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think you would.
And I still be doing HIV advocacy.
Yeah.
You know, so I try to live my life from that point, like not just because all the money you have in your bank, but try to think about what would you want to do? Like, what would you do with your life if you just don't have to worry about the money, even though I still got to worry about the money. But
hi.
Yeah, because the thing is, you can always make money anywhere, right? You can always make money anywhere. You don't want to go anywhere, but you can always make it anywhere. So if you can make it anywhere, why not do what you want to do?
But for a lot of people who don't have a purpose, or don't know their purpose, let's say that. Not that you don't have a purpose, you just don't know what your purpose is. Because I think a lot of people are still out there that just because you're of a certain age doesn't mean you necessarily know what your purpose is. If y'all don't know what your purpose is, that's a great way to figure it out, honestly. If you think about it, if I had all the money in the world, what would I really want to do? That should help you kind of guide you in the right direction. Yeah. Even if you tend to veer off and end up doing something else that probably ends up being your real passion, that should kind of start you off. So that's a great starting. I like that.
You like that?
And G Money Man said that was a great show. That's a great show question.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So I mean, really, honestly,
you have to just, again, I come from a different type of background. I come from a background where life is not expected to last anybody, right? So I don't want to live my life like tomorrow's my last day, but I just try to keep in mind, like, that helps me guide to my passion.
Yeah.
Like, if I had, like, really just, of course, I don't have all the money in the world, of course, because I'm not staying where I want to stay. You know, I don't have what I want to have. But if I did, how would my day look?
Got you.
You know what I mean?
How was your day-to-day?
Like, how would my day-to-day look from my point of view as of today? Because my day-to-day can change how I want it to change in the next couple of years. But how would I want my life to be like? Do I want to wake up in the morning? Do I want to go to the gym? Yes. Do I want to make my little shake when I come home? Yes. Get in the shower? Yes. You know, would love to see the hubs when I get home. But, you know, nevertheless. But, you know, go to the gym, wake up, come home, get dressed, get ready for the day, do HIV advocacy work with another organization or do my own. Like, I don't know, but something with HIV, you know, work on some new songs, think about how I'm going to promote my songs. Like, that's how I can see. And there's one other thing I do want to do, but I don't have the funds to do. But if I did have the funds, I'll be adding that into my day-to-day. And that's all I can see visually right now.
Okay.
If I had all the money. And I think if everybody look at it like that, like you said, it should give you some steps.
It gives you it does, because I'm
like how you want to live your day.
Like, how would I want to live my day?
Yeah.
I know exactly what I would want to do.
Yeah.
And so I think now, okay, so with saying that, okay, we, you know, most of us don't have the money that we'd like to have. But it doesn't mean that you can't start.
Does not mean
doing or taking steps into doing things that provide that purpose for you, that give that purpose for you. Yeah, exactly. Like, you got to start trying to do something. So
and not being afraid,
and not letting the lack of money or the lack of funds or the lack of time
or resources
stop you from doing it. Yeah,
just do it.
That's good.
You know what I mean? Like, yes, I would love to have a bigger platform, to have a bigger voice, to have a bigger this. I think we all want bigger, more. You know what I mean? And that, I think that's just normal. You know what I mean?
You have to be content at all parts.
You have to be content at all parts, for sure. But it's like, even though I want more, would like to have more, want to see more, I have to just do what I can. Like you said, be content in what I am right now and use what I got, but making sure I kind of just go after it on the level that I can. Yeah. Like, I made a post a couple of weeks ago where I said, okay, well, I'm my own hairstylist, I'm my own makeup artist, as a new artist, as a new music artist. It's like, you normally would have the money to hire these people to help you at a video shoot.
Yes.
Like, Film and Pray and Slay, my new single, y'all. it was so hot outside. Like I was drenched. Like the guy, I have like behind the scene footage. Like I am sweating all over the place. You could barely tell in the black dress. My dress is drenched. I kept wiping myself. Like it was sweat coming through my hat. Like it was just a hot day. And nobody was there to brush my hair. I mean, the photographer guy helped me a little bit. You know what I mean? But I had to do everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I had the money, of course, I would have had a team.
Yeah.
But my thing is, you just use what you got the best way you can and just start. If that's on your heart to do, you know what I mean? There's, like I said, there's other things that I want to do. I don't have the funds to do that or think about even starting that until I have way more funds. But I just want to get it off my list. Like, I don't want to, I just don't want to go to the grave. Well, it doesn't matter if I go to the grave because I'm gone. But I don't want to just go to the grave and bury what has been in my spirit, or my life, in my heart to do.
Yeah. Amen. Soldier Man on YouTube says, very proud of our women in the Olympics. He's just going back to what we were talking about earlier. And Rihanna, as much as I miss her singing, I'm glad her business is still progressing. Yes. And I would still love to give back regardless of wealth status.
Yes.
Okay. And G Money Man 0123 says,
on Twitch,
I would create a prison re-entry program that focuses on unemployment.
I
love that. I love that because we so need more programs like that. Seriously.
Yes.
We really, really do. I love that. Yeah. So that's again, y'all, whatever y'all can do, and that was great to mention at the midway year point, or a little bit over the midway year point. But y'all should start thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? If you can't do it now, or if you feel like right now is maybe not the time,
can you do it?
What can you start doing now so that come 2022 you can really take off and start truly fulfilling some of those parts of your life that maybe,
that's your calling, your passion. Because again, when you don't have to worry about money, what you want to do is really your passion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's your call. Like, but you can do that now. You don't have to wait till magically you get $1 billion. You don't have to wait for that. Like, I think, that's just the beginning steps. And I've heard that when I was in real estate many years ago. I'm still in real estate today. But many years ago when I got into real estate, they used to always say that. And it backfired on them because I was like, oh, so I ain't got to just be a realtor. I could just let me see what my heart tells me to do. And then everything started coming out of that. So hopefully that helps you guys. Like Shay said. And so yeah. Any other PSAs you want to talk about? Of course, Versus was amazing last night. Shout out to Dipset and a lot. But shout out to Jadakiss. Jadakiss showed his butt last night.
He showed his natural behind.
And I had a good time watching it. It was such a good entertainment show. At the end of it all, they was just like, of course they're rowdy, but that's how the guys talk in New York.
Yeah.
So it's good that they're about to go on tour. So it makes sense that there wasn't serious in a lot of areas or whatever. But yeah, so shout out to Jadakiss. He is amazing. As a new artist, child, I was like, how is he sitting there rapping these songs? He ain't running out of breath. Yeah. I don't see him breathing hard. He's just going and going and going and going. His voice never cracks. His voice never pops. It is just like, man, Jadakiss is.
That's funny because I actually was listening to. I forgot that it came on last night. Honestly, yeah, I was listening to his song this morning going to work. Knock Yourself Out, because I love that song and that beat.
Really?
Oh my
God. I was really going for Dipset though, because Dipset to me had more versus the Locks. Dipset had more southern feels to them.
Yeah.
So they had the Jeezy feel or the Prize feel or even like the Miami feel, like a little bit of Trick. Like they still had like a southern touch about them. So I would have yesterday when I had to pick, too. I picked Dipset. Yeah. But child, Dipset ain't even come through. So I was in the comments like, can y'all get y'all life together? Can y'all come on, play some songs? Child, the Locks was just like killing it. Like they were jabbing like, and Dipset wasn't doing nothing. So anyway, they had a few little things they played, but I was very upset.
EDK Jr. says, unlike Cam and Jules, they got tired 25 minutes in.
Child, it was a mess. But I'm such a Dipset fan. I never really was a big Locks fan, only with the Benjamins and stuff like that. But Yeah, but it was surprising to see the hits they had too. The locks hits. So yeah, it was like hit after hit after hit after hit. It was ridiculous, but they about to go on tour. So shout out to them. And we'll go ahead and move into our topics for tonight. You had any PSAs?
No.
No? Okay. So yeah, that's
all right.
Really it.
So now that our PSAs are over, let's go right into topic number 1, honey.
And remember, if you guys have any topics you want us to discuss tonight, go ahead and put them in the chat. Don't be afraid to go ahead and comment while we are talking. We're going to go back and read them and shout you out and then restate your comment. So go ahead, Shay. First topic of the night.
All right. So, okay, first topic of the night. And we got to talk about this because it's literally a point of conversation every single day when you wake up. So, all right. So now that we all outdoors now. We clearly done got, people have gotten rid of the mask and all that thing. Now the new Delta variant, well, most people, because I really don't see nobody outside with a mask no more, honestly. Now that the new Delta variant is out here, and clearly now all of the cases are spiking back up, especially where we live,
Florida, as always. We always in the news, baby.
All right, so are there any? I guess I want to ask: do you guys have any have you have any new concerns or any changes of heart that y'all maybe had before? Like for anybody who was diehard, like I'm not getting the vaccine, have y'all changed your mind about it? Are y'all considering it now? Like where are y'all heads with it now?
For me in my house, we good for right now. I am still
in my house.
Yeah. Right now I am still washing my hands when I come in the door. Mm-hmm. I am still wearing my mask. Mm-hmm. At the gym, I still hate the mask, but now I'm even more like, I gotta make sure I gotta tweet LA Fitness tomorrow because they get on my nerves. Because when you go on the Stairmaster, you really huffing and puffing and blowing the house down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And 2 of our machines are out, so it's only 3 Stairmasters.
They got them split?
No, they're not like 6 feet apart. So no gym is split like that anymore, right? But now that the Delta is coming in, they may have to reconsider spread it out just a little bit more. But so I'm in the middle. First, I was nervous to even get in the middle. I'm like, okay, I have to keep my mask on. But child, this mask on and you huffing and puffing, I was about to die. You hear me? So the lady ended up moving to the right of me. She left off. I'm like, okay, boom, I'm finna get off and get on to the right one. So nothing is in the middle. And the guy on the left of me could be by himself. Mm-hmm. And I could be by myself. Child, as soon as I get on the right one, I say I probably had a 2-minute step. Somebody came and got in the middle. But I had took my mask off when I was to the right. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I can't do this Stairmaster with this mask on.
Yeah.
But I need to do it because, baby, this, I'm trying to get everything up and out. I had to just get off because I was concerned about the Delta and taking my mask. Like, I don't trust somebody talking about, they got the vaccine. How I know you got the vaccine? You probably lying. And not even, they carriers now. It's saying that people who have the vaccine are carriers. Some of them are breakthrough. Some of them are getting it. They're testing positive for it regardless. They just won't, they won't have any bad symptoms. They can still test positive for COVID. Yeah. They still are passing away. And
so them not having the mask on and stuff is not helping nobody.
Not helping anybody. It's just helping themselves, right? And I get it. So I should help myself too and get my own vaccine. But at the same time, I just feel like right now, if it's not, and they about to get ready to finalize the booster shot, which is going to be coming by the end of the year. Mm-hmm. My thing is by the time they finalize this booster shot, hopefully they just find one thing where you could just get one shot and you don't have to keep getting these boosters. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. But there's a new variant outside of Delta. I reposted that today and it's called, I'll give y'all that name. So I haven't changed my position on the vaccine. I'm not ready. It's still not approved with the FDA. So it's just a lot of stuff. And I understand people are like, well, you won't die quick or whatever. Your body can be able to fight it off or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so I guess
it's called Lambda.
So Delta and now Lambda is the third, I guess, installation.
Yes, that's the third variant.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just something about them. They have a new thing about if you have any family or friends, they're giving a reward up to $2,500 if you tell on people if they don't have it. turn them in. Like, I just feel like, why are they pressing this? Like, why is it lottos for this? Like, why are they really, like, why?
But would it change your stance if they started doing like what New York is trying to do? EDK Jr. says in New York, or NYC is pressuring people to get vaccinated. New rules, like you can't go to the movies, you can't go into restaurants, you can't go to shows. Like, would those kind of things, if they started doing change your stance?
It would change my stance if they said, let me see your green card in so many words. Like, if you can't fly, I can't travel, I can't go in Publix, I can't go in Whole Foods, shout without showing this thing. Like, now we have a problem. Okay, I'll get it. And I just got to pray over my life and hope that my arm don't fall off the next day.
Oh, well, I guess so. For me, I think my family has been hard down on me and my brother and my cousin, especially when I just went home to see them, about us getting the vaccine. And again, my stance has not changed. I still feel like I shouldn't get it, but I think I've started to kind of turn towards maybe getting it because I'm going to have surgery soon. I'm a little worried about going into a hospital where a whole bunch of sick people are. And I feel like I'm not going to be able to completely control, my mask being off and stuff, especially when I'm out and, sedated and stuff. How I'm supposed to watch that? I don't know. But at the same time, I'm also trying to have kids soon. And some of the things that I'm reading about women who get pregnant after having the vaccine or shortly after having the vaccine, that they've had issues and complications. That's scary to me.
Yeah.
Knowing that I could possibly have trouble from taking this or pass on something,
a genetic type of mutation because of your vaccine
to something that has not again been approved.
It has.
This is like literally everyone. I feel like that's taking it. We're all guinea pigs. They're just seeing what's gonna happen. So again, I don't feel any kind of way about anyone who's taking it. I feel like just like you made a reason for you, the best decision for yourself. I feel like right now I'm making the best decision for me. I'm kind of teetering back and forth at this very moment. Before I was gung ho, no, not getting it right this very second. But now I'm not so sure. I just don't know. The whole affecting my pregnancy thing or future pregnancy is a little scary to me.
No, it is. It is.
So it's making me reconsider it.
Trust me. I seen it. I was just like, the whole pregnancy thing. I was like, they say do not do it. You can't have sex. Like in the beginning of the year, I used to say, when you get the vaccine, don't have sex. And it was like, dang, so what the person for to give me?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a great question.
So Jay from Twitter said a vaccine for every student loan paid off and a 720 credit score. Would that change your mind?
Ooh. Now see, I don't like to say we could be bought now. I don't like to say that.
But I'm about to say, you give me 820.
You might want to raise that credit score some.
Give me
and I would probably really consider it, but at the same time, I mean, still, I'm trying to have kids, so
yeah.
That's the only thing right now that's making me be like, no, I'm still I got to do some more research. I got to read up more. I mean, anything that we do, guys, honestly, you got to stay prayed up and just pray that you'll be fine, because nobody knows what's going to happen to them tomorrow. You could take it and tomorrow leave for a totally different reason. So it's not.
You never know.
You just don't know.
And sometimes the vaccine is pulling up conditions that come out that, like, it's highlighting things in your body and it's making you develop other conditions.
Yeah.
And like I said, like, either you had COVID, and yes, it probably was a bad experience, but you're still here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know some people are having COVID and they're not here. So it's just like, and then some people are getting these vaccines and they are not here.
Yeah.
And they're developing other things they're going to have for the rest of their life because of this vaccine. And I just don't want to put my body through something to develop something new that now I have a new condition and I have to treat outside of just trying to protect some COVID. And it's still not approved. And next year could be a brand new thing that everybody still have to get. And these people are going to have to get the booster. You know what I mean? So
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm still whatever, but I am protecting myself the best way I can. I'm not just out here
that
without my mask on, and I'm still washing my hands. I'm still doing the sanitizer. I'm just doing the best what I was doing when COVID was brand new.
No
I'm
rolling
still
out
wiping
concerts and all that other kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm still wiping my phone down. You know what I mean?
I still do all of that.
My keys though. I gotta get my life
You know
together.
What I realized I'm not doing on a regular, like I'll totally forget, is if you go to the gas pump and you go to grab the gas handle, like I always forget. Now when I get in the car, I still wipe my I never forget. I never remember as I'm grabbing it. Like, dang it. And you know that's the thing people touch the most.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So we got, again, y'all got to do what's best for y'all, and nowhere are we telling y'all what y'all should do, because that's what, that's a personal decision, and only you can know what's good for you, baby. But right now, I don't know. I am fighting with this torn. Right now. I'm very torn right now.
It's a no for me.
Yeah.
Okay, Shayla's just in the middle still. It may change next week. It may change the week after next. We're gonna see. She gonna give us an update on what she gonna do with the vax back. She gonna back that vax. What was the song Ruben Adams did? Back the vax up.
Back the vax up. What's up? I don't know.
Eddie K Jr. from Twitter, he said, look at it like this: no measles, chicken pox because of the vaccines. I believe it would be the same thing. I ended up getting the chicken pox even after the vaccine, after whatever it was called.
You got your vaccinate.
I was like full body chicken pox. Like I remember having to put that pink lotion on. I remember when it started to dry up and pus out, it was stinking. Like I had the chicken pox despite me getting the shot.
Yeah.
And it was a terrible experience when I was a little girl. Y'all know I got a burp because I'm drinking in sparkling water. So you see me going like this, child.
Mark Reed 215. I stay strapped, hand sanitizer. That's what I'm talking about.
So we got YouTube. It's sad some people won't do what's necessary to stay safe, healthy. I'm fine not wearing masks when I'm alone and outside, but when I'm near crowds, definitely keep masks on. It's been 4 months and I'm still here. Yeah, so that's my thing. You know what I mean? I don't know how it would be, if I have to go perform or nothing like that. I think as soon as I get off a stage, I would make sure that mask stays on, baby. Like, it's only so much you could do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think, again, when it gets to a certain point, I may go ahead and consider taking it, but it's just, for me, it's still a little bit early. Knowing that you can be carriers.
It's still a little too early.
Yeah, you can still get it. You can still test positive. You can still have symptoms, not as bad, but you can still get them. You can still lose your taste. You can still die. You know what I mean? And die not because you have COVID, but die because of the vaccine. So, I'm still 50-50.
I don't know. This upcoming surgery is bothering me.
I know.
I don't know.
Happy birthday. I'm ready for Black Love. So shout out to all the Leos in the building. All the Leos, what's good?
What's up? I'm ready for Black Love.
So no, I'm not there yet with the vax. But anywho, moving on. All right. Do people see why Beyonce don't say nothing on social media? She don't talk about no comments. She don't talk about anything because she can possibly
end up like the baby right now.
End up like the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Do people feel, are we getting to the point where it's not really a freedom of speech anymore?
Absolutely.
Or is it too sensitive? Or is it people just should know better by now? Like, how do you feel about people knowing better, should know better, whatever?
No, I feel like it's getting.
We have an echo.
Oh, is it?
Y'all got to tell us when we having echoes. Doggone it.
Okay, not sure. I'm low, so I'm not sure why.
Me too.
But okay, so I'm gonna say that I just think that it's getting out of hand. That again, the censorship is getting out of hand.
Yeah,
you literally can't say anything anymore.
Yeah, you
crazy. Can't say anything anymore, even if it's something that half the society agrees with. You just can't say it. Like, you just cannot give your opinion anymore. And especially when you're someone who affects the masses. And whether when you become famous or whatever, when you become known, you have to understand that you may not have wanted certain things, but it comes with the territory. And you have to be very mindful, unfortunately, of the things that you say, especially when you're talking to the masses or you're saying something directly associated to certain people. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything now is gonna come get you for saying this and saying that. We're in an era where that just is what it is. But I definitely don't think that it's fair. I think that you should be able to feel how you feel, and if you don't agree, then you don't support the person, and that's just that. But trying to cancel them and all of this foolishness, but you don't cancel them for other things. Like, I just think I just think it's crazy. Like, yeah, look how literally you can literally just change somebody's entire life from a statement that they made.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, you can change how they feed their family. You can change how all of that stuff. But there's how many other things? Let's just keep it real. How many other things have people said that you didn't say anything about?
Like,
whether
for example,
it's lyrics or whatever.
Like, for example, like Justin Bieber. Nothing really happened with Justin Bieber when he had all the black antics. He apologized today in his story, just out of the blue. I guess he just wanted to talk about it. Like, he apologized for how he used to be when he was younger, talking about the N-word and all of that. And nothing happened to him. We still embraced him and we still allowed him to do all of this stuff. But when one of our people get into some stuff, it's like we are hammered. We are, nailed to the cross. We are tied up to a rock and being thrown overboard, and hopefully you can sink and swim with that. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it's, first of all, as a believer, I don't believe in cancel culture.
No, I don't either. Period.
As a believer,
yeah,
I don't believe in cancel culture. And I'm going to say it again. And a believer, I mean, when you believe in God, you believe in Jesus, and you believe that is your judgmental, that is the way, or whatever. I don't believe in cancel people because people make mistakes. We all grow. Like, I remember when Kevin Hart had that issue right before the Oscars, and they went ham on him because he said something about something in a show years before where he were at, right? And they dug it up and they found it, and it was like, dang, like, the man has said he has grew, he know better now, so you're gonna hold him against that. And it's sad that people do that. You know what I mean? Like, you should not be held against off something that you just don't know. And I'm a big HIV and AIDS advocate, you guys, due to losing my mom and my brothers. So of course, when I heard the baby situation, I was on social media. I heard about the baby off. I wasn't even on social media, and somebody told me about it, and I had to get on Twitter just to say something real quick and get back off. And I was on my break, but it was just like, that's how big that it happened. But for me, even as an HIV advocate, even with me losing my mom to HIV, losing my brothers to AIDS, like, I still feel like he just don't know, because there's a lot of people who just don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why we're supposed to be here to educate people.
Exactly. Instead of trying to cancel him, educate him.
This is the perfect time to educate him, because he can help educate others who think the same way like him. Yeah. So if we sit here and try to X people out as soon as they make a little mistake, imagine what God will do to you, honey, as soon as you make a mistake. He won't forgive you. He won't have no mercy. He won't have no grace for you. Child, I would be going to hell right now if God didn't forgive me every time, just because I simply believe in him. So I just feel like we are crucifying people worse than God is.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? And who are y'all? But I get it. People are, you get hurt. I understand that part. But after they apologize, teach them better.
Yeah.
Amen. Don't cancel people. And then with the whole baby thing, I'm like, he talk about us. He talk about all
he talk about everything
stuff.
under
and he
the
got
sun.
booked. Yeah, he got booked to do all the shows.
That.
Talk about some nonsense.
Yep.
But as soon as he say a few things, it's
that
crazy.
Has something to do that again. That is not necessarily directed towards us anymore. It's not directed towards Black people anymore. It's directed towards all people. Now it's a problem. I don't agree with it at all. I think it's crazy as hell. I think, again, like someone said, we're not unified, and that's the problem. Yeah, that we are not unified, and we need this cancel culture stuff. Gotta stop. Like,
I just can't be a part of the cult. Like, somebody make a mistake, I'm cool with it because I ain't God, I ain't Jesus. Listen, he forgive me every day. Every time when I open my eyes, when I close my eyes throughout the day, he's forgiving me all throughout the day. So if my God and my Savior can forgive me, somebody want to counsel me, that's fine, because at least I know, honey, I'm good with my Lord. If you want to counsel me, fine. But I don't believe in counseling anybody. People make mistakes. People are unaware. People have to learn. It's just like saying a baby, like a real baby walking. Like, oh, you fell on your face, you're canceled. No, let the baby learn how to walk.
Yeah.
You spilled this bowl of food and this milk. You ain't getting no more food and no milk. The baby don't even know how to eat right properly, and we still don't know how to do it as an adult. You feel me? Like we still make mistakes.
It's like the moment you become an adult, you're no longer able to make mistakes anymore.
Yeah, people still don't know,
and it's crazy. It's crazy.
People just don't know, and I get it. It's sensitive, just like the N word is sensitive to us. I get it. The F word is sensitive to the LG. Community. I'm about to slaughter that. I'm about to slaughter it all up, child. Do not want to mess that up, buddy.
But you get canceled
for the gay community. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's just sad, man. Like,
but that's exactly why I know that's exactly why she don't say nothing.
Who? Beyonce?
Until she's ready. Yeah. Until I think she like, and when she does come out and when she does make statements. Her statements have been well written, well thought, well planned out. Yeah. She don't just say whatever comes to mind in that moment, because that is how easily your stuff can be flipped.
And it's crazy because this is America, right?
Girl.
At least if they don't want to protect the blacks, I thought we could at least protect our freedom of speech.
No.
Girl, all right, so we're going to move on to the next topic for tonight. You guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning into episode 113. We have a couple of more topics tonight, as we always do. You guys have your comments. We're going to read a couple of them because we have missed out on a few. So you want to do IG? I'm going to do...
Okay, so we're going to go back to IG, read some comments.
Quick.
All right, what's up? She's a Brick House 28. Dallas Stone 95.
So we have Twitch. G Money Man said, people are funny. You can't please everybody.
You sure can't.
We are seeking equality with God by judging them. We are seeking equality with God by judging them. Exactly. And who trying to be equal with God? Child, please. Because ain't nobody equal with him, honey. No, sir. Nari. Lastly, from YouTube, we have, it's all about reputation. People are watching and media are cause of trouble. Like the Bible says, life and death in the power of the tongue. We still human, but must right our wrongs. Now, that's one thing I can agree with. You have to right your wrongs, right?
Yes.
So when he said something about, all the gay men with AIDS and all of that. Yeah. Listen, again, like I said, my mom wasn't gay. And my brothers weren't gay because they was born with HIV. So that tells you right there, it's not just gay men. Like, that's a statement where he apologized for. Again, a lot of people, especially in the inner city, think HIV and AIDS is still the same way as it is in the 80s. Yeah. So I'm not surprised even hearing that from him. But now he has opportunity to learn more.
Yes.
After he apologized for hurting somebody's feelings, just like a comedian would apologize if they hurt somebody's feelings. But, child, I just don't believe in cancel culture.
Okay, so Mr. Conweezy on IG says, I think rappers these days are just too disrespectful, period. Now, I'm going to agree that I do think that rappers these days just,
money.
Again, they say what's popular to be said, and they don't really think about how it affects, especially our culture. And our young people and how they grow up and how they think and how they move and how they act. Because honestly, half of the things that these rappers are talking about, they ain't never did and ain't doing. So, I mean, I 100% feel you. I just feel like, if there's going to be so many things you're going to cancel somebody over.
Yeah.
It was this one. Like, as many things as he done said, this is the thing that you want to cancel him over? Come on now.
Yeah.
I just think that we just got to do better and learn to educate each other and stop trying to cancel each other. You know what I'm saying? We already trying to get canceled by everybody else. We don't need to be canceled by each other.
Yeah, we have to.
I Am Looney Ford says his mistake was not being humble initially.
I get that, right? Again, I get that. Like, it's hard. Like, y'all can't ask me this stuff or quote it, because as a believer, it's hard for me to say that, because when I mess up in front of Jesus, in front of God every day, because it's every day, okay? It's so many things we're not supposed to be doing, supposedly. You know what I mean? Every day I mess up and I don't repent right away, you think he X me out? No, he don't X me out. Hey, trying to love like Jesus right now in this culture, baby, is different. So I can't really respond the normal way. Like everybody would want to respond, because my mindset is just different. I can't see it like that. because I know how much grace and mercy I get.
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying nothing crazy. I'm doing something crazy. I might have said something crazy to somebody one-on-one in a store somewhere or in the traffic. You feel me? Because this is Miami. Okay. I may have said something in some traffic or at a store, or somebody, manager who getting on my nerves at somebody's store, like, and they may have offended that person. And I ain't repent right away. It take me moments to say, all right, God, forgive me please forgive me, God. You know what I mean? But that took time.
Yeah.
Who's to say that what he said at the moment? And again, he's an entertainer. He's a guy. He's known for saying what he want to say, doing what he want to do.
Yeah.
And for him to say, dang, out of everything I'm saying, like this, again, I'm an HIV advocate. Was I offended? Not really. But for him to apologize was enough for me. No matter if it was sincerely, whatever, he just needs to learn more about HIV, and that's it.
Yeah.
Can he do it again? No, because now you're being ignorant.
Yeah.
But I still want to counsel you, because who am I? I'm just a little human baby on this earth. I can't say you can't pray at the end and say, in the name of Angela.
We're the greatest. Come on now, you preaching.
You can't be saying the name of Angela in the name of Miami. Thank you, God. No, it ain't me, baby. So I ain't nobody. But that's the consequences. One thing about consequences, it comes with consequences. So
yes, no, it definitely does come with consequences. But again, to answer your question, yes, she keeps her mouth shut until she's ready to speak, and this is why. For reasons like this. This is why.
No wonder why they ain't on social media, child.
Yeah, when they post, that post was well thought. That post was well thought out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next topic for tonight.
All right, next topic. Let's see.
Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Episode 113, Brains and Beauty times 2.
All right. Let's do
we got a couple of more minutes before we end our live tonight. You guys, you have any topics you want us to go ahead and jump on real quick? We do have 2 more topics to go over, and then we're going to be done for the night. We want to thank everybody who joined in for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, the whole time. If you can't stay, that's cool. You come in and out, that's fine. We'll see you guys next week. For those who got to go ahead and go.
All right. So, can you tell a lot about a man or a woman by the way they keep their place or car? Can you tell? We're gonna get we're gonna get away from the seriousness a little bit. Okay. Can you tell a lot about a man or a woman by the way that they keep their place or their car?
It depends. Because I have to think about myself, right? Because I have so much going on, which is not an excuse. Sometimes I feel like my life is just not together. Like, I feel like there's so much that got to be done, but then I still got so much going on that I got to do. And I be like, if I take away from that to do this, it ain't making me no money. So the car can wait. The house can wait. I got to,
Okay.
But it could be a
so for you it has to be more of a normal thing, not like sporadically that it's just what it is, because sometimes and nobody's stuff is together all the time.
Exactly.
But if it's something where it's on a normal basis and this just is what it is, do you feel like that's a depiction of them?
Like, personally? Give me an example.
I mean, if you walk
TV said no.
If you walk into a man's house and that man got, clothes over here, stuff over there, gym equipment over there that's all over the place. His kitchen ain't really clean. His bathroom ain't really clean. I mean, does that say something about him? Would you judge him based off of that?
No, he may be busy, or that's just not his forte. Now, if I go over there every time.
Oh, okay.
But because then I have to think about myself.
I'm gonna just have to say yes. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say, obviously, no one's stuff is tight all the time.
No,
nobody's stuff is tight all the time, honey. Every day, 24/7. It's just not. But if it's a regular thing where your stuff just ain't tidy, I do think that that's a reflection of
what can it be a reflection of?
Or just a reflection of how you live and how you are and what and again, if for someone who, for example, if I, like my stepdad, was extremely tidy. Yeah. Like nothing can be out of place. And when it was, he was one of those, oh, that ain't supposed to be here, toss. That ain't supposed to be there, toss. He'll just throw it away and not ask nobody what you need, this, want this, nothing. Yeah. So for him, I understood and knew that his stuff would always most likely be tidy. You know, it might be a shoe over here, maybe, or whatever, but that's just how he was. So it was an indication of how he liked stuff, how you would find his car, how you would find his, how it didn't matter, his clothes, all of that stuff. Now, anybody else, if you know, again, it's not always going to be right, but I feel like that is kind of an indication of who you are and kind of where your life is at that moment. Maybe
it could just be that.
It could just be that.
What could be the life meaning for somebody who's like, for example, let's just use me for an example, people. Okay, let's just hello.
Oh,
so I have clothes everywhere. So I have a little mini closet over here. I have a little mini closet over there. I have a real closet. Then I have a real built-in closet. Like I have clothes everywhere.
No, but see, your clothes are like, tidy.
Yeah, but I still have like stuff. Like I just feel like sometimes everything is just not 100%. Like it'd be like stuff. Like I have like a corner there that I should have been took care of that corner. That corner is just over there in the wind. You know what I mean? Like that's just me. You know what I mean? And I don't know. And it could be how you raised too.
It's definitely about how you're raised.
Oh God, my mama house, I'd be like, Mom, like you got too much stuff, girl. Like you gotta throw some of this stuff away. Get out from out of my stuff. Like she's a go off on me. Like, no, like we gotta clean this up. She has so much stuff. Like
I would say most
not hoarder, but just she had a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I have people in my family who are like that, but I definitely think that it's somewhat an indication of who you are to a degree.
Yeah.
And at the same time, but it also could be an indication of where your life is at that very moment, what you're going through in your life in that very moment.
Yeah, like Mr. Convoz used to say, he said when he's depressed, I don't clean up or work out. True talk. It's levels on not having a clean house and car. There are levels.
I disagree. There is definitely levels because now my room and in the house and all in the house is just in disarray. Like is in disarray, and I don't operate like that. Like I can't think straight. I can't work right. I can't do nothing when my stuff is out of just wet. Like when things just all over the place, I can't.
Yeah,
and it puts me in a certain mood, which would explain certain things. But yeah. My stuff is all over the place, and it's normally not like that. I'm very, very tidy. So I think,
and that's because of your childhood too,
and that's also because of my childhood.
My childhood wasn't like that. My mom, like I said, girl, my mom had stuff everywhere.
I'm definitely now this one will tell you real quick. Why you gonna throw that away? Why you gonna
throw? Don't be trying to throw. I be needing it. I be needing it. I be needing it, y'all.
Don't need it, y'all.
Shayla be throwing away everything. Like last
she went off on me about a bangle that she was missing, that she was looking for recently. Girl, bye. You done had that bangle forever. You ain't been thinking about that bangle. Now you want to think about that bangle. Now cuss me out. No, ma'am.
Not
cuss you out, but you know. No. Girl. That bangle need to go. It was over. You have enough bangles.
I felt like I could have kept that one bangle out of the 100 that she threw away.
You hear this? Like I just threw her stuff away there, ask no questions. She got to stop. Anywho, so
let's read some of these comments on IG. Marguerite said that was a show called Room Raiders.
Oh, I used to watch Room Raiders.
Really?
Oh yes. I watch anything when it comes to cleaning up or cleanliness. So I watch Hoarders. I watch all of that stuff. All of it. How you organize your space better. Like I watch all of that.
I don't like neat freaks though.
Okay, but what's a neat freak?
Like when I come in the house.
Don't touch this. Don't move that.
Oh no, ma'am. Because now I'm walking on
with my daddy. Then
because now I'm walking on eggshells. Like I can't even leave my cup right here for 2 minutes.
No.
Honey, I'm not in no.
Where the coaster?
I mean, I have coasters too.
No. But you would have immediately got a coaster.
No, like my shoe can't be there for like a day. Like
no, your shoe need to be where it's supposed to be at.
I mean, yeah, in the place where it's supposed to be. Like that's one thing. I don't like shoes in my room unless I take them off, right? But what if my little area, like right there, is like the shoes are like this? You feel me? And not like this. So it's just like people who like neat freaks, like I can't, because I feel like now you're trying to be you're trying to be like
perfection.
the perfection thing,
Okay.
and it bothers my little soul
Okay.
because it's like, child, you is not perfect because what you feeling at somewhere else, and I start thinking about what you feeling at in somewhere else, and I'd be like, see,
I think it's when your
you
house
should be like this in this area, but you ain't.
I would agree with you, Trill Talk TV on IG.
What he
If
said?
your house looks like Fred Sanford, then I would agree they got issues. I would agree if your house is just overly, just stuff all over the place, and there looks like there has never been an attempt in years or weeks to touch it. That's different. I feel like that's a different kind of that does say something about you.
See, that
but just
makes
like
sense.
random moments where like I've come over, it's been clean, and maybe 2 weeks later it's not that tidy. Okay, you're going through something right now. You're doing something or whatever. Or you're busy. And you just ain't been able to get to it. Like I understand.
Okay, like the wash clothes thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, yes, when I'm in the mood, I fold my stuff up right out the dryer. I do. Sometimes them clothes will stay dry in a dryer when I'm ready for them, or them clothes will be dry over here in the corner somewhere when I'm ready.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I try to make sure I do fold real quickly is my jeans, because if I don't fold my jeans, they be like wrinkly. Everything else, I don't even care about. Like, I get to you when I get to you, but the days that I am on my clean little spree or whatever, everything gets folded right then and gets put away. But then sometimes I just don't feel like it, bro. I just don't.
I don't know if I'm saying this name correctly. Jason Ago.
Okay.
I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right. Says, but there's a difference between neat and dirty.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree with that.
I agree.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Because I agree with Johnson too in France. He said Albert Einstein was a very messy, but he was considered a genius. Sometimes some people mind just be on 10.
Yeah.
On 10 at 10
and their mind not
minutes.
focused on that. I couldn't deal with nobody who's just nasty though. Dang that. Like that
no,
messy,
I can't have no nasty
that
people
messy
now.
stuff. I you may be a genius now, but I need you to focus on that. I need some focus to be on cleanliness.
Girl, you crazy.
And organization.
No, I get it. You have to have the cleanliness to a certain. You just can't have everything all over the place, just messy, like dirty. Just no. But if you have a little day, or you know what I mean, as long as your place don't stink or now that
there you go. On that. There you go.
Your place smell like I can't do it. Like I'm big on smells.
I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm big. Now that's one thing. I'm big on smells. And if you don't know how, let me give y'all a little tip. If you I burn sage in my house all the time for the smells. When I cook, I don't like to have the cooking smell in my house. Like I don't want the house that smell like cooking. Like I don't mind it. But I don't want it in my hair pieces. Cause when I leave my house, I'm not trying to go somewhere I smell like house. No.
I'm so done with you right now.
People be walking out their house smelling like house.
I have never heard that before in my life.
I don't want to walk out smelling like nobody's house or my house. I want to smell like how I smell like. You never had?
I have never heard of.
If you go to somebody's house,
come out their house smelling like their house. I've never heard that.
That's not when they got a strong
come out their house, come in their house smelling like outside. I've heard.
Yes, but people be having house smells, and when they get in front of your presence, you be like, "Oh, you smell like your house, girl."
I've never heard that before. Okay.
I ain't trying to smell like house. So what I do?
I'm so done with you.
I clear my air at least weekly. I have to clear my air, and that's a scientific proven fact. When you sage your house, it's not for no spirits and demons. It is for cleaning the air quality, and that's for real, for real. So if you guys have some sage, do it. It really cleans your air quality. It helps with COVID. It helps with a lot of stuff. So anyway, next topic for tonight, and we're going to be closely done to our episode 113. This is going to be hard to choose one of these. My God. You never had nobody smell like their house?
I've never heard of you smelling like house.
I don't smell
never.
I can't smell like no house.
Oh, girl. So that's a new one for me.
So what I want to talk about tonight.
What you want to talk about, girl?
I have 2 topics though, but I'm gonna do this one.
Okay.
Are men better boyfriends to their homies than their girls?
Oh, good God. Okay. What? Are men better
homies
to their?
Are men better boyfriends to their homies?
Not the boyfriends like that, y'all.
Y'all know what I mean.
Y'all know what she mean, though.
Can men be better boyfriends to their friends than they are boyfriends to their girlfriends and wives? Are the Bro-Mances real?
Are the Bro-Mances real?
Seriously. We got somebody on. We have Jason from YouTube. He said facts. Some men can be better boyfriends to their homies. They could be dedicated to their homies. They could go out their way for their homies. They'll do whatever for their homies. They'll, you know what I mean? For their homies versus being the bestest. And I bring this up for many reasons. So if you guys have not seen, I'll probably make sure I post it myself. I make sure I do the duty of posting this. There was a topic from the new podcast from Rory and Mal.
Mm-hmm.
And the recent episode, they interviewed this guy. I forgot his name. I wish I knew his name right now, but I don't remember his name. And they were just talking about why is it that men are more faithful to their friends than their women.
Oh, that's easy.
And why is it like that? And it shouldn't be like that. So the guy told him why it can't be like that in his life no more, no matter what. And then of course Rory went into, but we was just, it was like we supposed to be down for the homies and forget the, and other verbiage they said. Bros before the girls. You know what I mean? But kind of find out when you get ready to go to bed at night, who they are the bros? Do you want to sleep by the bros? Or do you want to sleep by your girl, your woman, or your wife? Why? But why is it that men are just more loyal to the homies? Because I don't think as women we are more loyal to our friends than our men.
Because I feel like I honestly feel like men don't really value the women as much as they value their friendships with their friends. They've been through things more with their friends most of the time. They've gone through things. They've experienced things. Them and their homeboys normally have certain conversations that a man just wouldn't have with a woman. So it's harder for them to just give themselves wholeheartedly to a woman like that, unless she's kind of been around for a minute and been through some real stuff with them. Like, I just feel like that's why their bromances seem to be a little more real than their actual relationships with their girls, until it's been like some real time and some real testaments, put some real testing phases in that relationship. Just depends on how much you value the girl, honestly.
Well, that's true.
If this is just a girl you just been dating for a little bit, they don't care if you sleep, okay, yeah, you here for the night, you here for all my other little needs that I need. But when it comes down to it, can I really depend on you, or can I depend on my homies who I've been, cool with forever? That we've been through some things, we've been down. I get that things.
Part, but you can't be a better.
But a lot of times that's how they treat it, though.
Yeah, like you're a better person with your homies than you are with your woman. Like, I don't think that's.
Well, I don't. But see, you're seeing it as them being a better person. I don't think they're thinking of it that they're going that far with it. It's about who they can trust, I think, and who they can trust. I think you most of the time, think about it. How many friends have you had that they've gone through 80,000 different hard things with their man before their man finally starts acting right? Doesn't matter how many things she did for him. It doesn't matter where she brought him from. It doesn't matter all of that other stuff. It doesn't matter that she cooks, cleans, takes care of the kid. It don't matter none of that.
I mean, I get what
until they learn to value you, until they see the value in you. Most of the time, they homies normally come first.
But that's before a title. But you're still trying to see value in me even after the title.
Yeah,
like even down to wife.
Yeah, because aren't we trying to see value in you still until you become?
But I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be the best wife to my girlfriends.
Yeah, like, but women don't see it
I'm not gonna cater to y'all more than my man.
Women don't see it the same.
But though. I just feel like men be catering to their homies more than a woman in their life that who is there for them. You know what I mean? And not
I would
all
agree
men.
with that.
I'm
Not all
saying
men,
all,
but most of
but
them.
there's
I
a
would
lot
say.
of them. You know what I mean? They treat their homies so much better. They are there for them so much more than they can be for their women. I just feel like I said, the clip. I can't remember the clip to the T. I'll make sure I post it on our page just to give you guys a clip of Rory and Mal, and proud of them anyway from branching off and doing their own thing from Joe Budden podcast. So, but yeah, they just had a sit down dinner thing with this guy, and they was just talking about that. And this guy said he just grew out of that. Like, no, this is my woman. Like,
I think when you get to a certain level in your life, and you get a certain place in your life, and with a certain kind of woman that you actually value, then that feeling changes. But when you're younger and you just kind of out here living, nah, I don't really think they think that. I think that it's gonna stay like that, bros before
girls.
Yeah. That word.
Mr. Convoz said, I have more female friends super down than dudes. My dog died last weekend. My homegirls came over with the bottle, gave a prayer service, and pet like a human, and I was so touched by that. Exactly.
Again, that's emotional support.
Yeah.
That's what we do. That's you can expect for us to be there for that. Are you Johnson H. friends? Are you familiar with Kevin Samuels? Yes, we are. Do you think he is right about some women's attitudes, or is he full of it?
I don't really watch him, and I don't really take advice from a man who doesn't believe what I believe anyway. So
yeah, no, I don't even really want to talk about him.
Yeah,
I don't care to watch him. I stopped watching him a long time ago.
Yeah,
so
because he's single, he's not married. It seems like he doesn't even value a woman, and
he's not. It
seems like he doesn't value
positive. So I'm good on him.
Yeah, I'm good on that too. That's not my thing.
Yeah.
And I would not be watching that talking about, oh, can you give me some advice? And for him to tell me,
I don't even know why people call him, really. The women anyway. I don't know what you're calling him for. He's not gonna tell you nothing. He's not gonna tell you nothing, and he's doggone sure gonna be disrespectful. He don't think it's disrespectful, but it most certainly is.
Before we go, I want to say shout out to Shawnee O'Neal and Pastor Keon.
You saw that photo was super cute of them.
Hey, shout out to Pastor Keon. Got him a Shawnee O'Neal, honey. Mrs. Basketball Wives, honey. Like, and he's Pastor Keon. You know what I mean? Which shows that it's somebody for everybody.
It is.
It don't matter what you're doing. Like, if you connect, you connect. Who cares what people think about you? Because I know he probably getting flat. Like, why you dating Shawnee O'Neal? She's part of that drama-filled Basketball Wives. You know what I mean? Like, but he's Pastor Keon. He's a pastor. He does a great job. He had a topic I was going to discuss tonight, but we are out of time, and I'll discuss it next week. But yeah, I just wanted to give that big shout out because I think it's cute. I think it's nice for her to go from Shaq to that other young guy, that we know of, and then now a pastor. Like, I think that's dope for her. And I just want to say, Shawnee girl, welcome to the Believer Life, girl.
All right. I just want to read a comment that we had on the last time we were talking about. Soldier Man on YouTube says, I don't have many male friends, but I value female friendships more than males. Some know I come through for them, but it's all about loyalty. And I do think that men value loyalty. They do value loyalty, but I think sometimes it's a little harder for them to see it necessarily in female relationships than in male relationships. It's just easier for them to get it from male relationships most of the time. Yeah. And Johnson H. Friend says, sometimes the homies are forever. You girls normally leave often when things get tough.
Y'all behinds leave us too. So we should be homies with our homies too. But we try to make sure we're there for y'all. You know what I mean? We make sure we keep y'all up front. And yes, we want to hang out with our girls too.
Sometimes we leave when things get tough. Normally leave when there's a lot of BS. But
yeah.
Hey, maybe you've had a different experience.
Everybody have different experiences, but we do want to thank you guys. We have went over a little over an hour tonight. We want to thank y'all for joining us for episode 113. We have missed last week, the week before last. For those who are just joining in, we both went out of town. I went to Maine. She went to go visit her mom and some other friends as well that we know from college. So, sometimes we got to go out and live life. and
Yes.
it be the week that we gotta film or something like that, and it's just best to do it when we together instead of far away on a different thing. But if we have to, we would. So, but we want to thank everybody for joining in tonight. I don't care if you came in for 1 minute, 20 seconds to 20 minutes to the whole hour and 10 minutes tonight. We want to thank y'all. And next week we will be back. We will be here. We will be filming. We will be doing episode 114. So make sure y'all come back next week. We'll have some new topics. And if you have any topics for us next week, bring them, have them ready to go. And yeah, we just hope you guys enjoyed tonight with our break. I hope we made up.
Yes, I hope we did make up a little bit for our missing in action moment.
I know.
But we'll definitely be back next week, and the week after that, we will not be back because that is the week of my surgery. So
that is the week of her surgery.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to move from my from my house, so I will not make that one. But hopefully, I will be back for the one after that. So. Next week we will be back though, but we'll figure it out and we'll let y'all know. Thank y'all so much for joining. Yes. Thank y'all for commenting. As usual, we love y'all so much. And we pray that y'all have a blessed week. And we're gonna let Miss Miami take this thing out.
Take it out. For those who are new, we put up our podcast every Thursday morning.
Yes.
So when we sitting here filming this, we invite you guys to be a part of our podcast. Like if there was no live, we'll still do it and put it up on Thursdays.
Yeah.
So this is like a bonus. You feel me? Y'all are like bonus family. You feel me? Y'all are here to witness our podcast that actually goes up tomorrow on all podcast platforms from Apple to Spotify, iHeartRadio, to all the Google and Android lovers. You have Google Play to hook you up. I think they have access to Spotify too, though.
Yeah, they do.
They do. Okay. You know, Apple people.
You see how she be doing, y'all? That's her. That ain't me.
Oh, you ain't trying to get cancel culture? Girl, please.
I ain't doing it.
Because she still have a little soft heart over there for that Android.
I do.
But anyway, back to the Apple people. So our podcast goes up every morning on Thursday. So if you want to listen to the audio, feel free to listen to those every Thursday. And on Wednesdays, you get to watch us live. So just wanted to make sure I put that out there. And yeah, no matter if it's one person in here or not, it will be recorded and it will be going up for our audience who actually listens to the audio only. Yes. Some of them don't even join and look at us on live. They love the audio too. So, and that's all across the world. We have listeners all over.
We do.
All over.
And y'all make sure next week y'all bring a friend. Tell a friend to join the conversation, y'all.
Or tell them just check out one audio version if they cannot join the live.
Yes.
So people who have to catch up the next day. But anyway, we'll go ahead and close this thing out. We wanted to say good night and good morning to the podcast people who are listening, about to tune out. And good evening to everybody. Y'all have a great evening, as Shay said, and we will see you guys next week.
Yes, for episode 114, honey.
Good night, IG. Good night, Twitter. Good night, Facebook. Good night, YouTube. And good night, Twitch. We are out.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.